And I'm Bruce St. James. He's Rob Hunter. She's Becky Lynn in for Pamela. And here are the stories everyone's talking about. We call it the playlist.
Track 1.
Florida goes to Mitt, and in a big way. It wasn't even close. Florida Republicans said, well, Mitt had several things going for him. They think he's the most likely to beat President Obama, and he's also well-equipped to handle the sluggish economy. His business background, a lot of people cited as a reason to vote for him. Romney won the moderate wing of the GOP. He also won amongst Latino voters and the over 65 crowd.
And probably a lot of that just plain old goes to how many commercials he ran.
Oh, yeah.
He ran 60 commercials to every one that Newt Gingrich ran.
I always find it interesting that people try to predict who can and cannot beat President Obama, and they vote based on that, because I think that's the complete silliest reason to vote.
Agreed.
Because I don't like Obama, and I want any candidate that can beat him.
Right.
Vote based on what you want to see out of this country. Wouldn't we all be better off if we did that? Well, I don't know. Maybe we wouldn't, actually.
I'll take my chances.
Yeah.
Track 2.
Well, we had some illegal immigration bills that were rejected last year, but it looks like they're back here in Arizona.
Of course.
Yeah, Representative Steve Smith trying to get schools and hospitals to give an accounting of how much illegal immigration is actually costing the state. He wants schools and hospitals to give those details, and he says it's a major fiscal problem of the state.
And I don't disagree with what he's saying. I'm not sure that these methods will actually get what he wants.
Right.
But you also have to consider, you really do, how much taxes illegal immigrants have to pay. Because they always pay sales taxes, and that's the majority of where a state's monies come from. So I'd like to see a comparison, a contrastion. I'm making up words again. Making up words again.
I like
it,
though.
To see what they're all about, and then we can talk about this in a realistic way.
I'll try that word on Words with Friends later and see if it
works.
works. Yeah, no, I again, don't disagree with the sentiment. I'm also uncomfortable, though, that I want schools to educate kids and I want hospitals to cure the sick and help people that are hurt. I don't necessarily think they need to be in the immigration game as well. There's an argument they should focus on what they do best.
Sure.
Track 3.
Somehow we're supposed to believe that this is actually good news.
Oh,
this
good
is
thing
a
I'm sitting
congressional
down.
budget office. It's a good thing, because they say the federal budget deficit's actually going to fall in 2012, but still going to be likely over $1 trillion.
Oh, good news.
Yeah. It's going to be the 4th year in a row, Becky Lynn, that this has happened.
Nice.
They say it's good news because, hey, man, it's still going down. CBO also predicts a rise in unemployment next year, and they say the actual unemployment rate is not 2% it is now. It's actually 10%.
Yeah. As usual, these numbers are fudged. Just don't believe the hype, okay? These numbers are politically driven in many ways, and they're used by one side to beat over the head of the other. I don't believe a lot of it. I think things are bad out there, and things are certainly not getting better and have a chance to get worse. That's the reality.
Can I just tell you, when you start telling me that there's $1 trillion of anything,
Right.
I just go, no, there's not. There couldn't possibly be that much money in the whole world.
I want to explain. You know how much $1 trillion is? Think of it this way. $1 trillion $1 bills. That might help you think of.
Yeah.
Put it in
Thank you.
perspective.
I'm sorry. My mind just doesn't go there.
Track 4.
The online petitions continue. Gosh darn it, I'm mad, and I'm going to start a Facebook page. Yeah, that's right. Well, now they're focused on what many people think one of the world's favorite and best-known companies. That's Apple. There's an online petition that wants the company to improve conditions at their Chinese factories that make things like iPhones and iPads. There's another online petition demanding they release an ethical iPhone 5. I think Apple should give you the opportunity to buy an iPhone 5 at 6 times the price of the regular one. If you are that disturbed about Chinese working conditions, you could just pay more.
I don't think anybody would pay more.
No.
I really don't.
Nope, you don't
even
think?
if it's instead of being white or black, it's green. How
Doesn't
about
make
that? Those online petitions. Somehow I got onto one of these email things that comes every day, and it's about. I don't think I signed up for it.
Yeah.
They're always wanting me. They give me the daily, thing
Outrage
that's going
of
on.
the
The
day.
outrage of the day.
Yeah.
Go here and sign this petition.
Oh, yeah.
I think, does anybody pay any attention to that?
Well, and it shows a general misunderstanding of the world and how it works. Apple went to China because they have the system to build these iPhones. We don't. End of story.
Right.
Apple wants phones. That's it.
Track 5.
Well, talking about getting angry about stuff, interesting what, just ticks people off.
No
It used
kidding.
to be ATM fees.
Oh,
Remember when it was that?
I remember
Okay.
that, right?
Well, now in New Jersey, apparently people are ticked off because they have to walk to the parking meter.
Oh, my goodness.
The town of Bayonne.
Bayonne, New Jersey.
Yes, never been there, but sounds
Lovely.
wonderful.
This time of year, no
They wanted to let more cars park on the street, so now they park. Then they have to walk to the parking meter, put the money in, and walk back to the car and put the little validation sticker on the car or something. And people don't like that. They're up in arms.
It really is amazing. I mean, I guess it's cold in New Jersey this time of year. I gotta walk back 5 feet to my car. This is completely ridiculous. How much lazier can we get? We already have enough Jersey jokes to begin with. I mean, we got the Jersey Shore out of Jersey.
Yeah.
Now you don't even want to walk to your car to put the receipt in.
You know what's worse than being cold in New Jersey this time of year? It's New Jersey in New Jersey this time of year. That's even the worst part about it. Listen, I have a problem with parking meters to begin with. Didn't my tax dollars go to pay for the street and the curb already? Why am I being why do I have to pay again for something I already paid to put in? Exactly. I'm still ticked off at parking meters.
Track 6.
So Facebook is going public.
I heard this.
When that means that you can actually buy stock and
okay.
trade it and all that stuff. They are filing paperwork with the Securities and Exchange Commission today. They're trying to raise about $10 billion to give that company, Facebook, a total value of $100 billion. If so, it would make it the 6th largest IPO in U.S. history.
Wow.
Interesting.
Wow. It's amazing that the valuation of these companies, but give Facebook some credit. Facebook actually makes money. There's a lot of these IPOs and companies that go public. Groupon, for example, you hear about all the money and how much they're worth. You know, they've never turned a nickel in profit. Facebook at least makes money.
Well, yeah, I was hearing something, and I can't remember the number now, but that Mark Zuckerberg is now the richest person in the world.
Yeah.
Let's go back to that $1 trillion deficit. Hey, Mark, help us out here.
That is the playlist. We do it at 9:30, 10:30, and 11:30. We run down the stories that people are talking about today. Thank you for joining us for this hour's version of The Playlist.